So we ask ourselves, what exactly is a type? Different definitions out there. I think one fair definition is that a type is an Old Testament form, person, place, or institution, as I remember learning in seminary, that anticipates Christ. Okay? There's some kind of formal correspondence between the Old Testament type and Christ to come, and that is a biblical, vital piece of theology for understanding the Old Testament. That there are temporal, earthly realities that represent something beyond themselves that is fulfilled in the arrival and accomplishment of Christ. The Bible uses the word type, tupos, in different ways. It's a biblical term, and the concept is biblical. The key thing to remember when we're speaking about typology is that types are prospectively oriented. They are forward-looking. They are present by the design and decree of God. Here's where my reading of Voss has supplemented all that I've said before, and none of this is going to be new for you guys. But in his book, Biblical Theology, Voss distinguishes between a type and a symbol. Yeah. And he says that while a type is prospective, oriented to something that will become real or applicable in the future, a symbol has reference to the present, that is, to the day of the Old Testament believer. It has present significance. It communicates something tangible for them then and there. Okay.
But we might also, maybe you're going to say this next, but if not, I apologize. Now that symbol might relate to something presently true also in the highest heavens. So, I mean, if we're to diagram this, a diagram of redemptive history, or covenant history better, a shorthand way, maybe this is going far afield of Voss's definition, but symbols could be considered just straight vertically, whereas a type was going to be at an angle toward the future. So it's shifting. It has a slope, a positive slope, if we're thinking in mathematic graph terms, where there's no change in X for a symbol. There's a change in Y, a positive change in Y. For a type, we might say rudimentarily that there's a positive change in X and Y. But yet for other people's definition of a type, there's no change in Y. There's only a positive change in X, moving left to right with no vertical dimension, right?
Okay, so this is the discussion, and this is the importance of Voss's treatment of type and symbol. What Voss says is that in reality, a type and a symbol are not different things in themselves. So this is what you're getting at when you're talking about the Y and X axis of type and symbol. Those things converge in the same Old Testament form. So what Voss says, and I'm glad you brought up the highest heavens and the power of the kingdom in the very presence of God. What Voss argues is that anything we read as a type, in order to be truly a type, according to the decree and design of God, is first a symbol. A symbol, used very technically, that sacramentally presents and, to the faith of the Old Testament Jew, applies the power of the future accomplishment of Jesus Christ before it occurs on earth in history. Mm-hmm. So a symbol, I'm using this in the Vossian sense of the term, is an earthly form that by the power of the Holy Spirit supernaturally becomes the instrument by which God himself reveals and communicates to the faith of the Old Testament Jew the very same gospel power of Christ's death and resurrection to the faith of the Old Testament saint.
So